and I think we are ready to start. So, Thomas, swissAR, yes?
Yeah, thank you. If you let me... Now, can you see my screen? swissAR?
It's looking great. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to present to you my project called swissAR, the Hitchhiker's Guide to Switzerland. What is swissAR? swissAR is an HTML5 web page based on two JavaScript frameworks, A-Frame and AR.js. The data behind the project is an open data elevation model issued by the Swiss government and published on the open data platform opendata.swiss, as well as other databases providing place names or postcodes and things like that. What does swissAR do? It will launch the camera, then it will retrieve geolocation data, compass, heading, access and process motion sensor data, and then try to calculate your current height above sea level, calculate the points of interest within a given distance, and display them. These are sensitive data, I know, so you can be assured swissAR will never store any data, neither on your device nor on the web server. This is what swissAR looked like this morning at 7:30. You can see the compass right in the center with a compass needle indicating your heading, as well as a degree indicator right in the center. Below that, you find your current height above sea level. There is a color code indicator top left. And then, of course, the main thing, you'll find all sorts of place names, peak and hilltop names, as well as cultural heritage sites. For any of them, you get the airline distance and also their height above sea level. Then at the bottom, you have a couple of buttons. You can lift the virtual camera in order to read the various labels more easily. You can lower the camera if you like. You can recalibrate the whole thing, and bottom left you have a camera height. So this is how swissAR works. On the right, you see a video I made this morning, just to show you the project in action, so to speak. If swissAR displays the geo information you want, you can turn around and find the information in a precise direction and on the exact height. Now, you can try by yourself. I didn't test it. I had only my smartphone to test. I hope it works. So launch your camera app and point your smartphone to this QR code. I hope it works.
It works.
Great, thank you. What is important is that you hold your smartphone upright, and then you have to confirm website access, camera access, and of course, geolocation access, and you have to confirm motion sensor access. And then you have to be patient. You have to keep still during calibration, which will last about 10 seconds. And if you're done, you'll get this. At least this is what I got this morning. You can even use parameters. So if you access the project by its URL, as mentioned here, and confirm the geolocation, swissAR will take you to where you are. If you deny geolocation access, the app will take you to Bern. to the default point of the Swiss coordinate system. But you can also use parameters such as place names, postcodes, or even plain longitude and latitude numbers. So this last example will take you to Wengen in the Bernese Oberland, and if you turn south, you will easily spot Aigen, Mönch, and Jungfrau. Now, what can you do with such an app? You can display all sorts of geographical information as long as you have the information itself, a longitude, a latitude, and a height of sea level. So you can display rivers and lakes, bus and railway stations, cable cars, shipping piers, industrial sites, even sports facilities. These are data the Swiss government provides on opendata.swiss. But if I come to a conclusion, I wasn't as successful as I might have wanted, because there are so many user interface constraints. You have seen them. You have to give your consent at least 6 times before being able to access the information. On the other hand, the second point, I had to downscale the whole model, because the model itself is virtually as large as Switzerland, so hundreds of kilometers wide. AR systems are weak at dealing with models of that size. So in the distance, you get often you get a nasty clipping effect, which occurred to me. So I had to scale the model down to 1 to 10. The user interface is not very intuitive, and if the app loses track, you have to recalibrate, which cannot be done automatically because of the constraints I already mentioned. Yet, it's an easy thing to do. It's quick, it's cheap. So if you ask me if I could do such a thing as a public transport guide to Switzerland, it would take me a very short amount of time to do that on the basis of this swissAR prototype. And of course, it was a nice experiment because it showed me how far you can go with a simple web page. You can ask me anything you like, either in the Q&A section or by email, and that's about it. And I hope you'll never get lost again. Okay.
Thank you very much, Thomas. I'm looking forward to trying out your app as soon as I'm outside again. So, can I see the mosaic, please, again?